What's up guys, Jack here for Push Start, taking a first look preview of Trapped Dead Lockdown by Big Moon Studios. Now this game is a sort of spiritual successor to Trapped Dead, claiming to be a sort of improved version. But first impressions suggest that this game is just as mediocre as the previous one. Set in a sort of typical American town, a zombie outbreak breaks out and you have to stop it, obviously. You have 5 characters to pick from and it's basically a typical ARPG, pretty much a Diablo clone really, but with none of the polish or variety of the enemies, which is a bit of a shame. And the characters are a bit hilarious, to be honest. You got your typical priest, I hate to say it, but the token black guy, seriously. What appears to be Jack Black, pretending to go to the gym or something like that, and Guile from Street Fighter, which is quite interesting. All of these characters sort of play out the same. I mean, the Jack Black knockoff and Guile both do the same kind of thing, close range attack, which is a bit pointless really. Especially as in the game you get nothing but weapons, hand-to-hand combat weapons to begin with, which apparently Guile doesn't even specialise in. So that's a bit stupid, if you ask me, but that's just me. The intro is also hilariously bad, and the story is absolutely paper thin. In fact, you get the same intro for every single character, but it just changes 1 or 2 lines to make it seem individual. You get 4-player online co-op, which I suppose is pretty good, but it's just not that fun. Combat's a bit slow and clunky, but there's quite an interesting mechanic where you can use right and left click to use whichever weapons in your hand at that time. So if you've got a one-handed weapon with Guile, for example, you can hit with the pipe with the right click, and then the left kick will do a spinning kick to the zombie's head, which is pretty good, but they're clunky and slow, so by the time you do the first attack, you're already vulnerable to be attacked before you launch the second attack. So you can't really link combos or attacks together in any meaningful way, which is really disappointing, to be honest. Graphically, it's a bit of a mess, jagged edges everywhere. This is on maximum settings. It's not a pretty game, but most ARPGs aren't really, in my opinion. But it's just not there, really. Especially when stuff like Pillars of Eternity is coming out. Diablo 3 is way better than this. Other stuff. And these games will have undead enemies and stuff like that. Whereas this is just playing on one enemy theme and it's just like running with it for the entire game. It's not really worth picking up, especially at the price they're asking for. They're asking for £12.74 at the moment, although it comes out in 2 days' time, in which case it'll be priced at £15, which is just too much money for what is essentially a very paper-thin game that doesn't really have that much quality about it. For more news, game reviews and stuff like that, and previews, of course, you can keep checking my channel at Jack32X and pushstarts.co.uk. See ya.